Hey everyone, my name is Brandy. I am so excited tonight to tell you about Norwex. I'll be sharing 5 of our most popular products called the Safe Haven 5 and our most very coveted item, our mop system. And it's absolutely amazing. I want to thank Stephanie for doing this. This is my very first party, so please bear with me. Steph's my cousin, so I kind of roped her into this, and she's been great. Knowing that I am learning and training, and I hope you guys can bear with me too. I really hope I don't make a huge fool out of myself. But anyway, this is just it's a good way to bring everybody together, meet new friends, learn about a great product. This company is absolutely amazing. It takes all chemicals out of your home, which I'll tell you in a second why I was really big on that. At first, I tried to sell this in 2006, and it was brand new, and nobody would really give me the time of day. I think they just thought, how would this little cloth do all of those things? Well, it really does, and now it's so much more than a cloth. There's so many items, and I'll be showing a few of showing you them a few now. But it's just so much more. But back in 2006, it just wasn't the right time. So I basically packed up my bag and I put it away and I forgot about it. And then I seen a friend was having a party and I hopped on there and I ordered a couple of items. One was the detergent because it's the best detergent I have ever used in my whole life. Seriously, I'm not just saying that. And then they have a new mop attachment, which I'll show you whenever I show you the mop. So I had to have it, and it's been great because usually you have to use a spray bottle to go along, but now you just you have this. It basically pumps, and it's great. Anyway, I'll show you in a few. So who has never been to a Norwex party before? Who doesn't know anything about Norwex? And please comment. I have all of those turned off so I can focus. Whenever I get better at this, I'll be able to comment along with all of you, but I'm not good at talking in front of people. And so during the training, they told me just to shut all that off and just be me talking to a phone, and that's what I'm doing right now. So if you have any questions, and I would like everybody to comment that you're here so I know how many actually watched me at 7, and I will enter all of you into a drawing. Another freebie. Who doesn't like freebies? And I also encourage you to think about hosting your own event. Norwex, they're so generous, and they make it fast, fun, and very easy. It is really easy. The biggest part is the invitations, and that after that, you're basically just kind of commenting along and having a good time. Okay, why Norwex? We believe that no one should have to sacrifice a clean home for a healthy home. That's why I'm so excited about the way Norwex can help you clean about 90% of your home with just Norwex microfiber and water. The other 10%, they have some amazing products that do that part, but 90% of your home with just microfiber and water. That's great, right? Who doesn't want to know about that? All right, mechanical versus chemical. Norwex cleans mechanically. Our mission is to improve the quality of life by radically reducing chemicals in our homes. That's why I'm so excited about the way Norwex can help you clean about 90% of your home with just microfiber and water. Just said that. Sorry. To best understand how Norwex works, let's break it down. Norwex cleans mechanically, which means physically removing germs and bacteria from the surface with just water. Other products rely on chemicals. And so chemically cleaning, typically use cleaning sprays and wipes and coat surfaces with potentially harmful chemicals, leaving a toxic residue behind. And I did post a video on the party, on the workshop. So if you haven't watched that yet, watch it. It's really neat. It's very informative. Okay, our very first product that I'm going to demo is the EnviroCloth, and this is the staple of Norwex. This is how it all began. It all began with this little red cloth that this woman, this lovely lady, I shouldn't say woman, was given, and then her dream came alive, and now Norwex is here this many years later. So that says something about how long that it's been going on, and it's in a lot of people's homes, but it's not everywhere yet. And our mission is to get this in everyone's home, for everyone's home to be a safe haven. Okay, the EnviroCloth is our E for everything. Microfiber cloth, cleaning with only water, everything and everywhere. It's the perfect replacement for toxic chemical cleaners and eliminates the need for wasteful paper towels. Size of the fiber. Okay, just imagine this. To be considered microfiber, you have to take a human hair, it's basically the size of a human hair, and you have to split that 6 times, and that is considered microfiber. Norwex goes even further. They take a hair and they split it 200 times. Imagine that. Taking a hair, and I'm a hairstylist by day. Taking a hair and splitting it 200 times. That's absolutely insane to me, but that's what they do, and that's how they make these cloths. So if you were to unravel this cloth, this EnviroCloth, if you were to unravel this, it would go from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. Can you imagine that? From Canada to the Gulf of Mexico? I obviously we can't, test that out, but that's absolutely insane to me. All that dense fiber means you get a much better clean. It picks up grease, grime, and stuff so small that you can't even see it. And it grabs a hold of it and it doesn't let it go. So you can take it like from one area, cleaning your kitchen counter, and then go and clean your bathroom sink. It doesn't cross-contaminate. And I'll show you that in a little bit. It has backlock technology. Our microsilver antibacterial agent is embedded in each fiber. Why is this important? When the cloth is wet, backlock goes to work to self-purify within 24 hours. So once you use your cloth and you rinse it off really well, you hang to dry, and you want to hang to dry in a way that it's not bunched up, that it can dry nicely. So don't double it up or anything, just like hang it over a towel rack. Or I actually use, most of them have tags, and I use the tag, and I have hooks. I get command hooks, and I hang them like this and let them dry, and they're perfectly, and they're ready to go the next day. 24 hours later, they're dry and they're clean. That's insane to me, but it's true. It's designed to inhibit bacterial odor, mold, and mildew growth that makes cloth stinky. This means you don't have to launder after each use. I launder maybe once a week. They actually have a cleanser that you can use to launder them, but I just use our detergent. And I also do them all together. It says to launder them with lint-free items, like no towels, anything like that, with, just like t-shirts and stuff. But I like to do mine all together once a week, one load. I just launder all my Norwex, and then you want to dry it too, and then it's just done. I love that. So I would like to do a demonstration of the window of the EnviroCloth, but give me 1 second. I want to tell you about the window cloth first, because these two are basically best friends. They are like peanut butter and jelly. Bert and Ernie, they're best friends. So you can actually get these in a package, and I believe this is our smallest package. So if you don't get anything, please get this one at least, because they are wonderful together. The window cloth, let me tell you about that a little bit, and then I'll demonstrate it for you. It gives your windows a more streak-free clean that makes it sparkle and shine with only water. And you don't want to get this wet. You want to use your EnviroCloth or a spray bottle with just water and clean your mirrors and your windows, and then you go to town with this dry. Pair it with its BFF, the EnviroCloth, and you get a chemically free clean. No more buying that blue cleaner. I haven't bought it in a long time, and I love it. So, and I was talking about this with somebody yesterday, and they're like, but things are just so expensive. I don't think my husband will will go along with it. And we sat there and we tried to figure out how much another detergent was that they pay for. Um, and we figured out how much that was for the year. And then I told her how much this detergent was, and then how long it lasts, which I'll discuss that in a little bit. And then I proved to her that it was way cheaper. I mean, I bet it saved her hundreds of dollars. I can't remember the exact number, but that that was a good conversation, and she was floored. She still doesn't think that he'll go for it, but I told her to tell him about it, and then after I do this demo, that I would send her a copy of it so she could show him. And hey, I just wanted to say hey, Dennis. So she could show him, and he'll maybe understand a little bit better, and then let me in their home, and I can do some more demonstrations for them. So anyway. Okay, so I am going to do the first demo, and we're going to use the EnviroCloth here, which I didn't say earlier. I already have this dampened. Let me back up a little bit. I already have this dampened, and you will always use this wet, not soaking wet. You want to wring it out, but basically pretty damp. Okay, and then I have my cloth here. So I'm going to take my grandma's little mirror here, which I keep on my dresser with all my perfume, so it might be it's not too dirty, but we're gonna make it dirtier. But I do not have my butter out, so excuse me one second. I went ahead and grabbed my chicken while I was over there. The chicken demo was a game changer for me. Okay, so here's the mirror. I'm just gonna wipe some butter on here. See, here we go, butter. Just dirty it up. So just think of this, you don't think, oh, why would I wipe butter on my mirror? No, just think of this as puppies' noses, string cheese, leftovers from kids peeking out windows, just fingerprints, just anything that gets on your windows, which is pretty yucky. So I'm going to take my damp EnviroCloth, and you always want to use it like this. Like I like to do tag side out and then fold like this, so that gives you 8 sides that are clean. So you can just keep moving it around, and then you have 8 clean surfaces, and then you go rinse it out. Okay, so I'm going to take this surface here, and we're going to clean this up. This is really hard, having to hold this, and this is a pretty fragile mirror. So you want to get that nice and clean, and that comes off very easy with this EnviroCloth. It's really it's really not hard at all. Okay, and then you take the window cloth, and you want to polish it afterwards. So it gets it really clean. It's very shiny. There are no streaks, no towel, like paper towel, leftover, no residue, nothing. And it's perfectly shiny and clean. With just water. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Set this down if I can find some room. I didn't give myself much room here. Okay, that is the window cloth and the EnviroCloth. If you guys have any questions, just post them. I'll answer them after we're done. Okay, let's go to our dusting mitt. I have a couple out. Usually when you, like I had one from my old kit, and then I got a new kit, so I have 2. And it's really neat because whenever you're dusting, you can put them both on each hand and go to town. Or if you have kids, this is a good way to get them to start helping you clean, because they like to wear it. It's like a glove. Just have them put it on and just go around and just dust what they can reach. But yeah, if it just seems like the dust never stops. Did you know dust can contain up to 45 chemicals? and may be the most common trigger of year-round allergies and asthma. As you can probably tell, my allergies have been going crazy lately, and maybe I need to dust. The dusting mitt uses static clean created by friction to capture dust like magic. So your home stays dust-free longer. The dusting mitt can be used wet or dry and is ideal for quick, eco-friendly dusting throughout the house, including blinds, screens, and other hard-to-clean areas. Okay, so let's do our little demo with our dusting mitt. Here they are, okay? And they're really great. Being able to put this on, and again, like I said, you can use it wet or dry, and there's a video on the part in the workshop about this too, so if you haven't watched it, watch it. Probably has a lot more info than I can give you, but you want to charge it up, and they say to do it, you can do it with your hand, you can do it together like this, which this is probably the best way. If you have two, this would probably be good, or on your pants. So just give it a little friction. And then I'm going to take my my little board here, my cutting board. I'm going to sprinkle a little flour. I'm going to try to do a little flour. I've done this before and I've used way too much. Okay, so just take a dusting mitt. Make sure it's nice and charged up. Look how easy. And it doesn't transfer. Like it stays on the mitt. So, usually whenever you're dusting, you have, like the regular dusting tools. And whenever you're dusting, you see dust flying, left and right, back and forth. But this doesn't do that. It stays there. And then after you're done, we have a nice little rubber brush that is very versatile. And you take it and then you want to just brush it off into the trash. Dropped it. Just brush it off into the trash. Anyway, I keep dropping it. And then you can go to your next item and clean it. But that's our dusting mitt. Those are great. Again, any questions, just ask. I'll answer them after we're done here. I'm gonna move this over. Okay, our laundry detergent, one of my faves. Now, did you know, this I had no idea. Did you know that it takes 26 seconds for what is touching your skin, like say this shirt that I have on my body. After 26 seconds, what was in this, like what I washed this with, absorbed into my bloodstream within 26 seconds. So just think about all of those chemicals in all of those laundry detergents over the years that you have used. In 26 seconds after you put that shirt on or those pants on or socks or anything, after 26 seconds, it's already in your bloodstream. That to me is that's huge. I mean, I had no idea. I mean, I could see where within 26 seconds it's on your skin, but already in your bloodstream in 26 seconds. So, I mean, it just really, no, I will never use anything else ever. And it only takes 1 teaspoon of this detergent that comes with a little cup inside of it, and it's about this big, I would say, about this big around. But I take those and I throw them out, and I go to my dollar store and I get little teaspoon measuring spoons. I buy a few of those just to have, because for some reason mine always goes missing. I don't know why, but and just throw that in there. And for a regular load, it's just a teaspoon. If it's a large load, like say a comforter, if you have a big washer, I would use a couple teaspoons. But our powder is a teaspoon. Now we have liquid, which has these enzymes that go to town and work in it, and those are the liquid is really good for families that have children that get food stains on their shirts or on whatever, they get them all over. I don't even know how. I remember my kids are all grown, so it's been a minute since I've had little ones, but I do remember the clothes, and it just, I don't know how it got where the stains got, but I really could. It was hard to find a good cleaner to get that off, because especially baby clothes, you want to pass them down and you want to keep them nice, and um, they've come out with a lot of stuff now, but they're really not good for you, and they're not good for those babies either. And this stuff is good for you. It's biodegradable surfactants, no phosphates, no sulfates, no chlorine bleach, no fillers, no optical brighteners, no animal testing. Fantastic. No dyes or fragrances. Now, we did just come out this year with one in lavender. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm so excited because I'm one about smells. So Norwex also makes wool dryer balls, and I take those and I put essential oils on them like the last 10 minutes, and so my clothes will have a scent. But now we have lavender, and I love lavender. So I'll be buying those really, really soon. So here is our Ultra Plus. It comes in a pound. I believe this is a pound. It says 100 loads on it and 66 standard. That's with the cup, but you don't need that much of it. It's way too much. I mean, it's tons. A teaspoon. You only need a teaspoon of this. So throw that out. Ignore this, and that gives you get 200 loads out of this. I wish they would take that off, honestly. 200 loads out of this, and then the liquid, the bottle. I don't have the liquid yet. I really wish I did. But the liquid, you get more than that. I think you get 265, maybe. I might be off on that number, but it's a lot. That is a long time. That saves so much money. And that conversation yesterday, what we talked about, and then this is $31.99. By the way, there was a sale. It was $26.99, and unfortunately, I missed it. But which I'm gonna have to buy new anyway because of the lavender. I've got to get those. I have to try them out. So it saves so much money. This will last you for months and months, rather than buying to maybe going to the store twice a month with those other ones, and they're 70% water, I think. So, and with all the chemicals, it's a no-brainer. It really is. I would love everybody to try this out. And this comes in our Safe Haven 5, and I do suggest this. All of this stuff that I am demoing comes in the Safe Haven 5. And if you are new to Norwex, or old to Norwex, whichever, restocking, I really suggest you try it out because it has a lot of our staples. I am going to show you a few other items that are some of my favorites in the end, but these are the ones that you really have to have. You really do. Okay. Do you wonder? Okay, this is how it's saying that this is how you care for your microfiber. People wonder how, when they get these cloths, how do you care for them? You can't wash them in regular detergents. It has to be no dryer sheets, no bleach, no fabric softener. So just stick with the UPP and you're good to go. Or you can actually buy now microfiber cleaner. Okay. I think that's everything about the Ultra Power UPP Plus. I posted I made a post, I'm sorry, in the workshop that has so many tips. Like it does so much more than do laundry. There's so many uses for it. So I did post something about that to give you some ideas. Try it on things. Try it on scrubbing your Nikes, or your anything white. We do have a white, and I think it's called White and Bright, and I do have that. I did order it, but I haven't tried it yet. This gets my whites just bright enough without anything else. So the UPP, it's great. So many uses. Try it out. Okay, our next thing I want to talk about is our cleaning paste. It's not a paste at all. It's actually a solid. It's powder. It's wonderful. It has lasted me so long, but again, I put a lot of it up. That I didn't put up. I kept out and I've used it over the years. But it's still, look how full. Look how full this still is after so many years. And I bet I see there's a huge dip in it and there's some like around the corner that's gone. But I don't know, can you see? So that's how much I've used in about 10 years. But you just basically wipe it, wipe it a couple times with your wet Enviro cloth and then scrub what you need to scrub. It's called elbow grease in a jar for a reason. Let me demonstrate. Okay, here's one of my little things that I got for Christmas to put your plates on whenever you're at the table. A platter, charger plate, whatever it's called. But it's nice and silver. It's plastic, but it's pretty. So I'm going to draw a heart on here with a permanent Sharpie, permanent marker. Okay? Sharpie, permanent marker. No tricks here. Let it dry just a little bit. And then I'm going to use one of my beautiful cloths to show you that it's not going to come off. Look, because I know that it's not. So I'm using that. Nothing on there. All right. Take your damp Enviro cloth. Just get a corner of it in here. A little bit of cleaning paste. Look at that. Elbow grease in a jar. So for all of you that have walls, that that have kids you have walls with marker on them, because I know I used to. Now of course they make markers that are better, but I don't know how they just always wanted the permanent ones. But look, it's gone. Permanent marker. Insane, right? That's our cleaning paste. Elbow grease in a jar. Gotta try it. Okay, now I'm going to do the chicken demo, and this one is the grossest one, but it's also the one that really tells you about these Enviro cloths. Really shows you what they can do. Sorry, I got all my stuff over here, so I have to keep leaving the screen. So I'm gonna fold my cloth. I'm gonna put it on the side with the tag because I want to show you something after, and I have to remember which side that I used because I want to demonstrate something. So I'm gonna have that. Fold it like that first. Probably just got my shirt all wet. Taking a pan, a piece of chicken. Okay, just rub it on there a little bit. Ew, gross. So disgusting. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean it with my Enviro cloth. I almost just flipped it over, but I want to do it all with this one side. Actually, I want to sit it down because I need a little extra power here. Okay, I've cleaned it. Okay. And now, these are not Norwex, but these you can order. They did this back in 2006 whenever I was a consultant, so you would have to do this at home parties. And back then, that's another reason why I wasn't a consultant very long, is because it was only home parties. You didn't have these nice Facebook parties where you could talk into a phone and do them from home, and then you have everybody. But now you do. So anyway, these are made by Hygiena, called ProClean Rapid Protein Residue Test. So this is going to show you that the bacteria is gone. Okay. So first, take this out. It's like a Q-tip. And wipe it on the area. I keep doing it from the side. I want to show you what I'm doing. Wipe that area that you cleaned. Put it back in. Okay, and then you want to break this and then let that fluid down in there. See how it's staying green? That means no bacteria. Just wiping that area, that chicken juice that I put on there, just wiping it down with the EnviroCloth alone with water, cleaned it. It's gone. There's no bacteria. I'll show you here. See, can you see? The green is clean, and then as it gets purple, that means it's the dirtier it is. So don't ever take this into the bathroom. I'm warning you now. Ever. Don't ever do it. Okay. So it's still clean. But then the reason I folded this to this part is because I also want to, you could do it again. So I'm going to take this back out. Oops. Should have been a little more careful there. I'm going to wipe that, just wipe it a little bit on this. Keep doing that. On this area that I wiped up the chicken juice. I want to show you that it doesn't cross-contaminate. Okay, so I did that, and let's put it back. Still a light green, right? Here, I can show you. It's still that color, still light green. And I wish you could see, can you see the check mark that shows you that it's clean, and then the X's on the other ones? So check mark, and look what color. Is that not amazing? The juice from chicken has always been one of my worst fears when cooking my kitchen, cooking and cleaning in my kitchen whenever my kids were young. It always grossed me out. I always made my husband do it. I hated touching it. It's just so gross. Now, for some reason, steak or, anything like that, I had no problem, but chicken just really grossed me out. But now, with the EnviroCloth, I still don't like touching it, don't get me wrong, but now I know that I'm getting it clean when I'm wiping it down with just water. Just water and the EnviroCloth. There you go. Okay, that's the chicken test. That's the amazing chicken test. All right, now I'm going to show you one of our most coveted items that there is. The reason that most consultants get into Norwex, because they want to sign up, because it only costs $9.99 to sign up, and you get the mop, amongst other things, but you get this mop system for free. There are some other things that I have bought that like you don't get the attachment, the mop attachment that you just put water in, that sprays water. You don't get the broom attachment, which I already have on this one that I wanted to show you. Here's the broom attachment, which I have a salon, so I had to have two of them, and I wanted this broom. It's rubber. It's exactly like our little rubber brush, and it is amazing when sweeping up hair. As a matter of fact, there's a hair on there. Sorry about that. But it is amazing. It feels just like the rubber brush. And I always thought whenever, like back before they had this, I thought, man, they need this, as a broom. So now we have it. And then this other side, you can scrape windows. See? Can you see that? You can scrape windows. Or spills, like if you have water spills and you want to just keep it together, keep it from spreading all over the house. It's pretty versatile too, so it has a lot of uses. But this is on my new mop that I just got. So this is the one that I have at the salon, because I of course want my new one here at the salon. I have my old mop here, but I took my old pads to the salon and left my new ones at home, because I want my floors at home to be perfectly clean. And I didn't say this at the beginning. I meant to. Of course, the reason I wanted to bring this out was because of COVID. it scared me. I was one of those that didn't want to go anywhere. I wasn't ready to go back to work whenever they said we could. I ended up quitting the salon because, I mean, most of the people that I was doing, they felt the same way I did. They felt like it was just too soon, so I quit the salon. That's why I have my own salon now. Um, but the real reason is because my husband got cancer, and it was squamous cell carcinoma. It was in his tonsil. They found it. It took about 5 days for them to find it. The only reason we knew he had cancer was because he had like this gland the size of a lime. Actually, it was on this side. Sorry, gland the size of a lime. It looked like he had a lime under his skin. And they tried antibiotics at first, stupidly, so we wasted the first few weeks, and then it ended up being cancer. So I didn't want to use chemicals. I was already starting to implement all of these products in, and then once he got cancer, I became obsessed. Let's just put it that way. So then whenever a friend of mine had a party and I ordered, and then they asked me to host, I checked yes right away. And then whenever I was asked to be a consultant, I was really weary at first because I wanted the discount, but I didn't know if I wanted to do this part of it. I didn't know if I wanted to spend a lot of my energy and my time and all that because I'm already working. I already run a business, and but it's worth it to me because I don't think it's fair that I'm cleaning my home with just water and not using chemicals and being healthy and having my safe haven if I couldn't introduce that to my friends too. So that's why I'm doing this. So I can share. I'm not a salesperson, I'm a shares person. Yes, that's what we say. Anyway, so let me show you how the mop works. So you obviously know how a broom works, so I don't need to show you how this one does. But our mop, first, yellow is dry, okay? So first you want to go around, okay? You want to do the 8 motion. I'm not sure if I want to show you what's on my floor, but whenever you do these parties, it's pretty cool because you get to clean your house too at the same time. Okay. It sticks to it. It's just like the dust mitt. One second, sorry. Okay. And then you just take the brush. I'm scraping it on the floor. I do not have a trash can here, so I'm just doing this for the demo. I'll clean it up after. But here, you just scrape it off with the brush. That's another use for the brush. This brush, also I have to say while I have it in my hand, it's perfect. My daughter has a white dog, and it was absolutely perfect to get the dog hair off of car seats. When my husband got his new truck, Gatorbait, yeah, his name is Gatorbait, but we were too weary, too scared to put him in the truck because we were worried we would never get that white hair out of there. But this, on car mats, on car seats, your couch, anything, it gets pet hair off amazingly. This thing is great, really. So that's what I did. There's the dry one, and then you take the wet one, throw it on the floor. You can wet this. You can throw it in the sink and wet it, or you can just do it dry. Since I have a mop attachment, I'm just gonna do it dry. And you just, with the mop attachment, you just, oh, I have it backwards. Okay, you just push. Once you put that on there, you're able to just push, and then you mop. Huh? Mop. have to have this attachment, but I tell you, it makes it so much easier. Otherwise, you can just use a spray bottle if you want. Like if you have floors that are really, you don't want to get a lot of water on, you just use just a spray bottle is enough of water. But this also is perfect for those types of floors. Like this floor, it's not supposed to have a lot of water, so. But it's absolutely perfect. Okay. You get the gist of it. I just want to see how dirty my floor was. See if it. You see the dirt? And then you just rinse this out in the sink. You can, if there's a lot of crummies on it, you can brush it into the trash. But I just rinse it out in the sink really good. And I do use the rubber brush in the sink and scrub it a little bit to get it nice and clean. And then wring it out, and then I hang them both to dry. I keep, one of those things, those closet organizers that you buy that you can just, hang everything on. I keep one of those right inside of my basement door that has most of my Norwex products on it, so I can just grab for something when I need it. But that is our mop, and it is absolutely amazing. I have never ever seen one like it. Every time I go to a store, I look at their mops. I really thought I would before all this, I thought I would like that one that that you pump and spin. I do have one of those at the salon, which now I don't need. I've looked at ones that look like these. They do not work. They don't work, and it doesn't have the silver in them. It doesn't clean with just water. You still have to use chemicals. This is basically the Enviro cloth on a pad with Velcro. The dry one is basically a window cloth. So they have backlock in them, and the silver goes to town. It gets 99.9% of the bacteria. It doesn't inhibit the growth of bacteria, of fungus. I'm trying to think of what else to say here. I think that's it. They're just amazing. Anyway, if I forgot something, I'm really sorry, and I'll probably end up posting it after if I forgot something really big. But yeah, this is the mop. And this is the old one. So they haven't changed much in the years. They just changed in color. Like this is tan and blue and green. There's a little green at the bottom. The new ones are black and gray, which I absolutely love. And that's perfect for the salon because it's all black and pink, obviously, because I love pink. But anyway, that's our mop. There's a couple other things that I wanted to show you guys that I absolutely love. This is our Enviro wand, and I'm trying to keep this pretty short, this video, but this is our Enviro wand. It bends. You can bend it however you want. And I clean ceiling fans with this. This is perfect for cleaning the tops of a ceiling fan. And then you just brush that off with the guess what? The brush, the rubber brush, of course. But it can clean anything. It can clean, like my husband's guitars. He came home about a week ago and is like, did you shine up my guitars? And I said, no, I just went through with my Enviro wands and cleaned them because it goes perfectly under the strings. And what else? Along, like up along here, along all of your pictures. Like it's wonderful. It's the dust mitt on steroids here. It's great. All right, there's one of my favorite products. The Enviro wand. Yes, that's what it's called. I had to think for a second. Okay, and this is another one of my very, very favorite things. This is, what is this called? Oh my gosh. The chenille hand towel. Thought I forgot. How embarrassing. The chenille hand towel. And you hang this where you wash your hands. I know it's beautiful, so you want to hang it everywhere. And they have them in oatmeal, in teal, like all different colors. They have them with like butterflies, snowflakes, but they also have them plain. And you can switch this one around to be plain as well if you don't want the snowflake. So once January is over, you know, like say spring comes, I mean, this is still a very springy color, so you don't want to use the snowflake anymore, and you just basically flip it over and, you know, use it the other way. So, I mean, you don't have to use the snowflake, but I like it. So anyway, here's the Chanel hand towel. So what it does, you hang it where you wash your hands. You wash your hands, you know, you wash them really good, but you know, you always leave something behind. And because everybody is sick right now, everyone I know I think is sick right now, and you dry your hands with this, and it grabs everything that you miss when washing your hands, and it keeps a hold of it. It just doesn't let it go. And then it goes to town with its back lock, of course. Let me make sure. Yes, it says back lock. It goes to town with that silver in there, and whenever, as it's drying, it is self-purifying, self-cleaning. So that means whenever the next person comes along, they wash their hands, they dry their hands on this, there is no cross-contamination. It's your hands are clean, their hands are clean, the next person's hands are clean. I do suggest washing this once a week for sure, because especially if you have a lot, or if I think I'm going to get another to take up to the salon and use instead of the paper towels. I am not sure on the laws on that. I think I might still have to have the paper towels, which I really, really hate. But this, I mean, if I could get somebody from the health department in there and prove to them that this cleans them better, I really think that they would, like the forms would start to say, you know, you have to use everything disposable, throw away, or Norwex. I really do. I'm serious. Okay, that's the Chanel hand towel. Now there is another version which I am absolutely in love with, and it's the kids version. It's called Pet to Dry. Look, this is a mermaid. How cute is this? And then it has a little thing, you know, that it has Velcro that you can hang it. Okay. This is going to make your kids want to wash their hands over and over and over and over and over. So it's really going to help them from being sick, because those dirty hands, you know, they go from touching something and then in their mouths and touch their eyes or whatever, and that's how everything spreads. So the Pet to Dry. Right now I've seen kittens, I've seen unicorns, I've seen dragons, because they're always different. I've seen a hedgehog, I think. I've seen a shark, a baby shark. What other ones have I seen? I know I've seen more, but those are just to name a few that we have right now. So that is our Pet to Dry, and this will be one of the things that you win, actually. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to embarrass Stephanie just a little bit. Steph, I love you. Okay. I don't know can you guys see this? And this is actually a way to win. Can you guys tell which one's me and which one's Stephanie? Can you see? That is our beautiful grandmother, by the way. She's not with us anymore, but she's still watching us. So guess which one's me, guess which one's her. If you win, you just might win a prize. Okay, and here's another one. Look at this one, Steffi. I have this one usually hanging up in my salon. And let me turn off actually my ring light, because you can't see it with it. Oh, now you just see the phone. But anyway, just look at, can you tell which one's me and which one's Steph? That is our grandmother as well. And that was one of those old-timey photos that you did at Six Flags. But I always have this hanging in my salon because my grandma is the reason I'm a hairstylist. She had her own shop too for 33 years. And I like that hanging. I have it hanging right by my station, so people ask, I can tell the story. Anyway, that's my demo. Thank you all so much for for watching. And for everybody that orders the cleaning paste, I'm going to give you a free Sperry sponge. Forgot to tell you that. I think that here is another, hold on, one more thing. I'm so sorry. This is a little handle that fits. You can put it on like this. You can take the mop off. Let me show you really fast. Sorry, I know I'm trying to keep this short. I tried to keep it at a half hour and I can't tell how long it's been. But there you go. And then you can clean like walls and stuff, and you don't have the big long stick, you have the handle. So there you go. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful evening.